This is a 1972 cb350f that I'm just about to restore. The bike itself is all original. It's a local bike here from Utah, which is really dry, so there's no rust or anything on the bike. Things I'll be doing to it is obviously lining the tank. The carbs all need to be recalibrated and totally cleaned out. I'm actually going to this exhaust kit, or this left hand side, because it's you got 4 in a 4 system here in the exhaust. When I first got this bike, it was actually all rusted out through here, which is kind of a traditional problem with these older 4s. So anyway, I actually paid a pretty penny for this tooth set, which actually been repaired underneath here, so with some welds. So I've actually got to sand all that down, and then I'm going to re-chrome all this through here. But the condition of the bike is absolutely gorgeous for a 72. I haven't cleaned anything on this. It's just come out of the carport where I bought it from, which I think sat for about 20 years. We kind of get what shows wear on these bikes is through these gaskets and through here, this top portion through here. So there's no seepage apart from a little bit of gunk that's kind of sat there for the last 30 years. So I actually originally bought this bike to turn into a nice little cafe or a modified bike. I really love the shape of these tanks. I think it's one of the best looking tanks that actually Honda comes up with. The condition of the chrome was excellent. A little rusted up when I first got it, and I just kind of really just took a light steel wool to it, and it came up beautifully. A little pitted, but I mean, I can get that out, no problem at all. A little bit of elbow grease, and it'll be good to go. So anyway, I just wanted to document this because I'm actually going to bring it back to the original color. It's set out in the weather or in a carport covered, but it was actually covered up with or exposed to the sunlight, which really just fades out the colors. The original color is this green. It's kind of a candy green color. So this will be the color that I repaint it. I'm going to take it to a professional and spend about $1,200 in getting the color right on this bike. Other conditions, you can see that these tires are the original tires that were put on there back in 1972, straight out of the factory. It's kind of sketchy riding this because it's obviously got a lot of flat spots and stuff like that, but the tires will be coming out. These are the original Super Speeds by Bridgestone, and the same is on the back, the original Super Speeds. But I just want to verify the frame on this. CB, where are we? Here we go. cb350 102 4658, and then the engine number is completely correct on this too. It is cb350fe 102 4698, which is in 1972, or production was in August 72, and I believe these were offered for sale later in 1972 and into 73. Another really nice thing on the bike here is that it's got the original toolkit, owner's manual, and actually the original registration on the bike. So we get into here. Might help if I got the key around the right way. There we go. So under here, I haven't cleaned or anything like that. If we pop out the air filter, it's still like brand new in there. You know, it really has only done 7,000 miles. As you can see on the original odometer, hasn't been tampered with. Completely original miles. What I was going to show you is it comes with the original toolkit, which I've actually taken out because I've been repairing the bike, and the original owner's manual on the vehicle too. So anyway, this is just to document the restore. Everything should be done on it by the spring 2012. So I'll post a video then of the bike complete. What's interesting is that just today there was an auction ending on eBay for one of these little bikes. Bidding went up to about $9,000. Granted, it only was a 73, had about 600 miles on it. So out of the 4s, which are just brilliant engines, or a brilliant engine concept by Honda, this by far was the rarest bike. They weren't a huge sales success. The 350 twins were a lot faster, but the 354s, as a result, I think will be a lot more collectible going forward, even more collectible, dare I say it, than the 750 series, the famous 750s from '69. Well, maybe never as collectible as the Sandcast 69, 70 models, but definitely more valuable than the K series, K1s through to 7 by far, just because of rarity of the bike. There's no sales data on how many of these bikes Honda actually did end up selling, but you know, with the lack of sales success, and of course when the 400 came out, the 404 came out, Super Sport with the 4-in-1 exhaust system, that was a lot faster bike, a lot better bike. But as far as collectability goes, this one going forward I think is going to see stupid money. So I wanted to document before the restore. I mean, I've done nothing to this bike really. We can see here that it's totally cool, and I've done nothing with the engine. So I just want to start it up real quick. Sorry, not really prepared to make a video, but a spare of the moment thing. So we've got the bike on. Sounds great. So the only thing I need to do is balance up the idle, which I'll do here next little bit, and calibrate the carbs and get all that stuff going. But it's fun to ride. Not bad for a cold start.